Hello, hello. So we are on attachments with a user action side plate. We've done that in the last video. Part B, which will be 12b. We're going to make our own side plate animations things that does the same. Well, it's the same it's the same idea as the side plate, but we're going to do something different just to prove that we know what's going on. Now, I don't know what's going on, but we're about to find out together, I think. So the first thing we've got to do is, like I say, let's look in our config. Do we have animation sources? Not like sources like curry or gravy. Right, so like I said the other day, what we've got to do now, because we've decided to get cocky, vehicle parts wheeled, that's what we need, isn't it? So we've inherited from truck, yeah. So just 1 second, I don't know what this is here. I think it's truck base, isn't it? We'd better do Control B. So we'll be scrolling that mouse forever and I will be in trouble with you all. Yeah, we've got truck base there. We're inheriting from truck 01. Truck 01 base here. Like I said, what you can't do here is it breaks stuff. If I did that, so far as I'm aware, it may have all changed. Maybe we can try it. Shall we try it? If we did, so far as my thinking goes, if we did that there, then in our own, don't worry about that, we'll sort that in a minute. In our own, we tried to do let's go here. I wonder if that would mess it up. Sometimes it works, sometimes when you parse like this, all that happens is the base class up here. Wow, we've got some big configs. We're getting pretty deep now, aren't we? You think about it. Started with nothing. Sometimes if you do that, yeah, what will happen is that truck base will only consist of that, because you've overwritten it after it's loaded. We can be alright, but because that's called toot truck, it becomes after DZ, therefore it will load after it. But what first thing you must do is, if you're organizing from here, you've got to make sure it relies on that for a start. This is to give yourself a fine chance. I'm not saying this is going to write. You need to be loading after the thing you're parsing from and extending or doing modded versions of after. Okay, now that being the case and that being said, going to do a Control F because I'm keep needing that. Right, so if we look for example in here, let's just get one here. See, Dean. Right, we're gonna adjust. That will do nothing. Absolutely nothing, because our model config, our model doesn't do anything at all. But what it will tell us is, because we've done that, have we broke the base and nothing works. Now I'll test it out on a server. Oops, look what I just did. It's unbinarized and it's in the wrong folder. Very naughty, Dino. Very naughty. Let me just make sure I'm recording. I am. I feel like Harold Boulder. Wonder if I'll get all these subscribers. Yeah, put a video out for a bit. Don't like him as much as Bold and Bankrupt. Don't like Bold and Bankrupt as much when he's travelling with that Ben. Don't know what it is. You can't gel with everybody, can you? When I say gel, I mean you can watch everybody and think that's alright. Look, Mr. Semicolon there. Idiot, I am. Okay, pack that up and then I'll get it on the server and I'll see you in game. Okay, we're back in game. Better put a wheel on there before it starts spinning. Doesn't look like we've knackered it up so far. So yeah, in this instance, looks like we're going to get away with parsing like that. If we have any major problems, that's what it is, but for now we'll just test that. Yeah, so if we completely messed that up, the dampers and everything wouldn't have worked. And that certainly wouldn't have worked. Let's change that. I've left that in for you just to annoy the shit out of you, sorry. We'll get the actual truck out and make sure we haven't brought that. But yeah, that we've got off with murder there. Because of the way we've hierarchied it properly. We've been allowed to do it, but it may mess other people's add-ons up, so beware. Nice one. So yeah, we're inheriting from vanilla stuff here, and everything's done correctly. So just be aware, you may get, "You've broken." Oh, I dread it. It's not your fault, but you can fix it. You can parse it another way by restarting animation sources in your truck and copying all the ones from the truck and car script and putting them in there. But you know, when you start doing things like that and Biz started boring me, start patching, well, you set yourself for a nightmare, because right now you can patch all the want. We inherit all their changes here, so if they change something, we've changed automatically, apart from in here. So I'm going to leave it as seat Dino, I'm going to be honest with you. So this is going to be our custom version of their side panel. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with seat Dino? I think we should create a bloody seat that comes down. I don't think you'll be able to sit in it, but it'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? The problem with DayZ is if it's not physical possible, it'll allow you to do it, but you can animate a seat in here with a player crew in it. You can animate the crew position. The only thing that'll move is the seat. You'll still be sitting here, but the seat will go down. So just let me think. What can we do? Oh, tell you what we might do. We'll do like an aerial, shall we? See what we'll do, like a radio aerial or something, or maybe even a satellite. Something nice and simple. So we'll create a cylinder. Its radius will be 0.05, I imagine. Segments, we'll give it 5 segments. Size, we'll make it just 1 meter. Segments in radius, we'll give it 18, we'll be generous. There we go. That's way too fat for our needs. Let's just hold right down, left control and shift, and drag with right mouse button. We'll just spin that around. Like I say, this is an example. You can do what the hell. You can have police lights, whatever you want. What we're learning about today is how to create something on your vehicle. I hate the fact that I can't manipulate that screen here. Right, I'm just going to colour it grey for boringness. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to call those 2 points there, define them as aerial. Sorry, it doesn't look right, the spelling, is it? What would you do? Aerial. Now it looks worse to me. Going with that. My apologies, I was born in England, but I'm struggling with English. There's a little conundrum for you. Who was born in England and struggles with the English language? Dino's Dino. Right, so we have that aerial there. We are now going to get a top, and we're going to grab the bottom. We're going to copy them, make a new LOD, paste that, select the top, Shift D, select the bottom, Shift D, and we're going to call it aerial axis. I notice both aren't selected, so we'll right click that and redefine it as both. So that's going to be our aerial axis. I'm going to put that in the memory LOD. I'm going to delete the edit LOD. And that's the model part set up for the moment. Now we're going to go in model config. I'm going to go in model config. Call it the same, AIREAL. Then we're going to go to Google and see how it's really spelt for the laugh. AIREAL. AIREAL. There you go. Fucking genius. And we'll find that side blurred. I'll just copy that because that's the kind of animation we need, not the rotation one. Glass is AIREAL. I'm going to use that consistently. Bob-om. the source is Dino C in it. 1 second, we'll check that. Aerial axis. Offset no. We'll have it at 1.0 of the value if you don't mind. Yeah, let's just check that in the config there. Seat Dino. Come on. We'll give it a 2.8. Yep, Seat Dino. So I'm going to copy that. Seat Dino. Save that. Go to there. Yeah, source is Seat Dino. Now we'll just nip in game at that and take a cheeky gamble. See if we've got the model config set up too. I've got my microphone a bit clear, louder, and I've got it a bit closer, so I apologise if there's any weird noises and strange, and when I review the video I'll make any changes for the next video, so don't panic, Mr. Manring. Right, so that's going to be our little area. We'll be hoping in the, there it is, Seat Dino, and it goes up and it goes down, so we will lengthen the amount it does go up to 3.6. You want a bigger aerial, don't you? Everybody likes a big, nice big aerial to show off with. And that's no exception. Maybe we can put a flag on it at some point, but let's not get carried away. I think we will, because that's my, it is my makeup to ruin things by over elaborating. Right, that's our aerial. Now that's the easy bit, isn't it? So what we just did there is a piece of piss. What I'm worried about now is the side plate, wheel side plate. It's in there, isn't it? Can you see this stuff? Can you see? What we're going to do, we're going to change wheel side plate to now, do we change that to aerial or Seat Dean? The selection is aerial, isn't it? But the animation source, listen, we're going to change animation source. I don't like it. I like to be, if we keep it consistent, there, it's just going to be A-I-R-E-A-L. Surreal, isn't it, really? Just, if we're consistent, everything will be so much easier. Area. Right, so if we go, that's truck base, that's our base, right? So if we changed wheel side plate 2 in here to aerial, replace all, let's count, find count aerial then, 4 matches. Let's just find it. One's there, one's in the case there for the get animation source from selection, one is get the phase. Right, can manipulate spare wheel. Well, we don't need that, do we? You know what I mean? So we can get rid of that. No, we can leave that. Just leave that there. like that. We do not need that entry there. What we need to find out is where the where it actually animates it. Sorry. Right, so now we need to find this in files. Now while we're here, we need that memory point of but we're not going to put it right up here. We want to activate our aerial when we're in the cab, really. That's going to be feckin' hard work, isn't it? But let's try it. Let's do our view geometry one first. So let's copy that box there. Make an edit, paste that in there. Move this up in the cab up here. So when we're in the cab, hopefully, turn it around, we'll look about there. So we're going to call that aerial, aren't we? Aerial. Delete that component, we'll refresh it. So for now that's there. If you look in the geometry log, what are we colliding with? Nothing really. Oh, maybe. It's possibly better about there. Right, so copy that. View geometry, paste, delete the edit log there. Structure, topology, find components in the view geometry log. The last component should be aerial on the dashboard, which it is. So we'll save that. Now we'll copy that, paste it in the memory log, and Shift D. We'll just move it up a touch to there. That should be roughly, if we get this right, that will be where the we don't need the component bit. Alright, so I think we've got everything there. Now truck base, get animation. But what is animating it? Well, I need to know. Can we look at it? That's just asking if it's doing this thing, isn't it? That's a case. So what is the user action? What is the user action? It's manipulate, isn't it? Oh, truck base is there, we know about that. Truck cargo. Wow. How are they designating that manipulate? Right, well, we better find that manipulate, but it's a string, isn't it? Just a bloody string. Action berry body. Shout out when you see it. Car script. Bum, bum, bum. How to go? Can manipulate spare wheel. Wow. Can receive attachment. If attachment and attachment type is an inherited car wheel, wheel spare one can manipulate spare. That's just manipulating it on and off, isn't it? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Is that, when you go up to it, it says F manipulate, and then the animation starts, doesn't it? There. Action animate car selection. But it's a generic. That'd be bloody clever. So if it's less than that, animate 1. If it's greater than that, animate 0. Well done. Manipulate. So it's getting it from this selection here. So that's done it for us there. Not there, the other case. Okay, let's just let's pack that up, type it, unwrap it, and I'll see you in game, you lucky blighters. Right, see you in game. Okay, we're back in the game. I can't see any aerial bullets, can you? I wonder if it manipulates here. It's outside. It were outside because of where I put it. I can't see it, can I? Just called it an aerial. Right, so the problem when it gets up there, let's just probably turn the engine off for a start. Tell you what it is, right? That is an absolute amazing app. We've just learned that. Any manual or fuck all. We just use logic, that's all. Change seats. When I saw a new action, I went, oh, change seat. Yeah, there it was there, wasn't it? So, oh, now you have to look up there. Gone weird, hasn't it? I'd say what, we're not fucking so bad, are we? Where should we put that? It needs to be down here somewhere, you would think. Why is it moving up there? It's that aerial point in the memory point, isn't it, I bet? You think? Yeah, it's coming down weird, isn't it? Yeah. I know what that is. The question is... question is, and this is why it's been a little bit hit and miss, is because it's moving that bloody memory point, isn't it? Did we call that? Yeah, it's moving that as well, isn't it? It's moving that. So if we are wise, we'd do this. Everything will be aerial apart from what moves. So this aerial here, got aerial top there. Save that and go back to the model config here, and the selection we're moving is aerial top. Hopefully this way that on off switch, I'm not going to move it right now because I know where it is to activate it, if you know what I mean. I wonder, right, if I put a flag on there, you know. Let's just see if we fixed that problem we had. Okay, I'll see you in game. Right, I've had to nip back out because I forgot the bloody bone name. There needs to be aerial top as well. Always test it in Bulldozer first there. Sorry about that, but for you it won't take seconds anyway, so you've got a scot-free hour loading and everything into game. None of you, again, I'd like to point out, not one of you told me. So I'm a little bit questioning whether you're actually learning, because I didn't hear a dicky bird from any of you. Of course, I know you can't tell me because you're not here. Trying to shrink that. Right, see you in game. Okay, we're back in. Now, it used to be about here, didn't it? So there we go. Now it's not moving up and down, it's staying in the same place. Although we will have to so if I go from the start there to here. Hey, pity I can't see it from there. I wonder if it needs moving in. It's the geometry's in the way, that's all, isn't it? Perfect. Right, so what we're going to do in the next video is attachments, custom attachments. We've done the battery, right? I think in the roadmap, yeah, we've done general. So it says attachment lights. We could see if the lights will move up and down it, but no, I want to put a flag on there. You want me to move on now, don't you? Shall we put there? C, maybe raise and lower a flag on the truck roof. This will extend the slots to element on it. I mean, I want to do it now. Fuck the fucking lights. Damage on chassis, damage on the engine, fork doors, gearbox, third axle will be a long time in the making. Fixes for things like rotation flags, yeah, that's when that wheel's upside down, isn't it? So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And it might be that, but it should be lights, camera, action, shouldn't it? But it might be that. What I'm doing there is the light bulb goes on and off. Do you want to be able to do that? In fact, do Bohemia do it anymore? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure at all, but it's the same as battery. If you go to battery, it's exactly the same, but you do it with a light. But it is called reflector _1 and 2, I think. So yeah, listen, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was just a little how long did we take there? Almost 40 minutes after edits. Yeah, we got that aerial going up and down. Maybe you can have radio playing. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. That was a little 12B. Bye bye for now.